Hello, everybody, to the work group and Dework PBL work group. And this is we're gonna have a discussion of Andamia update, and then look at the Dework lessons as we usually do. And at the end, we're going to put do some activities regarding like creating action items or action sentences into the learning, like the learning targets that we do in the Dework, so that we basically make the full loop of going through the course. And I will record only the update part for this who look from YouTube, and so you can stay updated with the latest changes and the major changes, I would say. And then those who are in the call, we will continue with more of the work group stuff. So I added the link on the my report. I will also put it in the meeting summaries and description below, and that which will lead into the Vercel app instance. We still are on test stuff, but we are moving closer and closer to the live website under governance grid. And there is like huge changes. So one big part is like as you can see, the UI has changed, and another one is now the lessons are on somehow represented also on chain. So which means we're also gonna like implement the tokenomics, so access tokens. Felix already mentioned that right now we're missing lessons about how do you mint the token and how do you get access to learn that stuff, and how do you get like course-facilitated tokens and all that on-chain stuff. This we can borrow from already existing Andamia courses. So we probably just only have to kind of read through this and give it like a that's good. We won't be doing it today, but that's something to keep in mind, that we will go once through the new lessons that we add here, but at least it doesn't add us to that we have to create it. We just have to integrate it. All the content remains the same. As you can see, we have a slightly different highlights and the way pictures are kind of showed. But all is here, can be seen. There are some links that were broken, so I will be going through them. The main, like the middle pages, changed also as a graphically. So yeah, we have also breadcrumbs here. You can move between which weren't there before. And I guess the biggest change is the main page of where you can see all the lessons at the same time, and gives you this like a holistic view in a different style. And rest of the stuff, I guess that's basically it from the Andamia update. And I wanted to tie in with, we had some technical changes that we didn't have. A mobile view was very kind of broken. So if we actually check it now, at least if you squish it, it aligns. It is smaller and messier, but it now aligns more currently. So links, some stuff are still kind of off the charts, like sentences that don't have spaces. But majority now is at a much better state as it was before. So I changed it to green, and if there are some specific things that come up that highly bother, then let us know. Default to top level of content when header is selected. That was the idea of when you click on this and you have this Dework PBL open, and on the how to use Dework, so you open up the first page. But now it's that thing at least does something. So it opens the list, and the actual main page is the module course. So it's pulled out from that the main page, I guess. And so it doesn't exactly describe what we expected, but it is improved. So if somebody still feels that no, it should be exactly that, if you click here, then it opens that page. Otherwise, I think it's fine. And I actually even like the feature of like moving it back and forth and not trying to aim at a specific triangle. Then Andamio homepage should have page that shares info about what is PBL and SLT. And our main page is, yeah, right now it's removed. But let me see, start Dework PBL, then it does give this kind of information. Welcome to this purpose. The courses teach you the use of Dework. And there is like some starting discussion. How do you use that? So to me, it's like, yeah, we did that. However, if it's not exactly what when this discussion was assigned and somebody feels like, no, we still need someone even better home screen, and let us know. But right now, I feel like this would be it. And navigation button from overview to lesson is missing. And that was fixed. That was when you were in this page, you couldn't get to next lesson. Now that's now we can. And yeah, the document, I updated it. So I removed all the things that got completed and changed few stuff that were added from previous discussions and things that still are not changed, but from the newer version. So would it be possible to create page links? So that's for lessons that are bigger and we want to link between different sections between that page. And create markdown callout style. And that leads to this discussion of having a tip and like highlighting the action items when people need to, hey, this is the exact thing you need to achieve in order to receive any credential or any achievement towards successful outcome. And then try creating menu item for feedback. Here, I'm not sure, do we actually need it now? Because the way we are now creating this onboarding or this final section, and I like the idea of what Newman brought on board, that instead of how to improve Dework operations or 401, we actually have just a feedback, like the last lesson is feedback, and then there is lessons of each different feedback you can provide. And because we actually have now 3 of them. And then we wouldn't need like a special button on top here, although it is made possible now, but I haven't checked in the code like how was this start page was created. So yeah, I know what your thoughts. Maybe this is completed to differentiation of how do we do that. And yeah, then how do we make Andamio links to open new tab? That is still happening. The links that come from the markdown are not able to open new tabs. So I'm not sure, will we get that result or is it possible? But yeah, I keep it until we get the clarified truth that no, this is not possible. Or yeah, we're still working on that. And include lesson name, and that was include lesson name in the next chapter button. So there was a feedback that in here we, instead of saying next, it says okay, so let's open up here and say let's open that template. In here it says just next lesson, but we put next lesson 2 and 2 tasks. So it's like, oh, okay, the tasks are next step and previous lesson would be integration, because there is some kind of idea in that roadmap we have chosen. So I know, and it should be a simple thing. So maybe we can get that button and that text into that button. And some formatting issues. And I still kept the two formatting issues. Like one is that URL, I don't know, one was that links prefer to be bluish, because right now I feel the danger between right now this doesn't, okay, this has like one link, but I'm not able to differentiate, is it bolded or is it linked? So I think the bold and the link should be a different color, just to highlight it. And for code blocks, it doesn't kind of give that effect, like that background effect. So really, like, this would be still needed element that is going to be consistently used. Yeah, so these were the Andami updates, and yeah, the things that are still on technical side ongoing and being on the feedback circle. Any questions or feedback you want to provide before I stop the recording?
No, I'm just getting started in it. But I'm fascinated, and it feels like we're making a PBL with Andamio. This is where the action is as far as an Andamio is concerned, in my opinion. The two things that I've been sort of focused on were those call outs, and I'm still sort of fumbling around, and then also with the feedback. The feedback that I've seen as a standard in some of these courses is that after each lesson, there's a very simple, like, was this like a 2-question survey at the end of each basically student learning target. And that's sort of, I mean, I don't know if that's the way we want to do it, but it's sort of a standard that I've seen in more than one course. So that's the only thing that I would clarify. Yeah, but any method of collecting feedback is fine. We may decide that it's too much trouble in the lessons, and in like a last module of giving feedback over the whole course might be adequate. And really, you don't want to collect feedback that's not actionable. So it's like, depending on what we want to do with that feedback is the thing.
Yeah, I guess we will realize what will be actionable once we get more, because so far the feedback sentiment has provided stuff that was adopted, and there were tasks that was created from like the selection we had, and that was sentiment analysis where they just chose like, was it good or not, and they were able to share a few words, and then
exactly.
that kind of turned into tasks that were added into the guides.
Yep.
So far that was pretty good. For the feedback lessons form, we haven't purposed that yet, so we'll see. Okay, so that's an ongoing thing that basically will come as a detail, and it's a lessons in
sure.
itself.
Timo, I just created the visuals for the learner, contribute, facilitate, and course creator tokens. I added them in the folder. I put it in the live chat here as well.
I saw that as a task. Oh yeah, these look good.
Does it make you look like want to be a learner? own this JP on chain.
Felix, these look great.
Yeah, I created very much the same for the Mesh.js PBL as well, what we have running, and the same for the Deep Funding Academy PBL for Andamio courses. But I use another color framing and some other color codes there.
Okay, I guess and Andre, Felix, want to add anything else to the recording to share with whoever is interested in the Andami update? Or a technical team?
Andami rocks. And one update is maybe I share a recording with you. It's not yet public because we didn't edit yet any description and whatnot to it. But we had a workshop this Monday with Andamio team and Deep Funding Academy. And just let me find the content.
Feels like video inception is incoming, video inside the video. So we will drop that probably on the motherboard to look at. So you will find the motherboard link in description and then you can jump into it. Right, great. So thanks for watching. I'm gonna not take that too long. Where is the stuff?